Welcome to Beyond the Shelf. I'm Dawn.
I'm Jenny. Thanks for joining us today.
We also have joining us today a special guest, Cindy Lombardo, who is a former director of the Orrville Public Library, to chat with us about some of the library's history, since we're 100 years old this year, and some of her time here at the library and maybe some fun stories. We had a ceiling collapse story.
No, I don't have anything that exciting.
Okay.
That's okay. Well, thank you for joining us, Cindy. We appreciate it.
I'm happy to be here.
So, when were you the director here?
I was here from March of 1998 to January of 2004.
Okay.
So not a terribly long time.
Is that about
6 years. Yeah.
Did you oversee the renovation then? The big one?
The big one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that was probably the most exciting thing from my time at Orrville was moving into the temporary location at Great All at the time, and then working with the staff and the board and the community on the renovation and the expansion of the Orrville Public Library, which I have to say, it looks fabulous. I haven't been here for many, many, many years, but it looks wonderful.
Well, I guess we get to enjoy the fruits of your efforts then.
Yes.
Trust me, it was a huge group effort.
Had you been a director or in libraries before you came to Orrville?
Yes. I started in what I tell people to this day was my very favorite job of all jobs as a children's librarian at Medina County District Library. And I like to say that I loved that job for lots of different reasons, but one of them was that I got to wear really fun, cool socks to work every day. And, when you become a director, you don't get to wear such fun clothes.
So you're saying your foot apparel had to change when you became director?
It did. Sadly, it did.
It's the small things, isn't it?
That is. It's kind of sad. I bet the kids loved that, though. Did they come running to see what you had on every day?
The kids were always curious to know what I was wearing, and probably my favorite story from that time, I have two. One was a little boy who, we had a big kind of semicircular children's desk, and we had a hamster at the time. And the hamster was in a hamster house behind the desk, and this little girl came running up, and she was so excited, she was shaking. Then she started jumping up and down, and then she started pointing. It's a lobster. Well, kind of same number of syllables, but not quite the same.
Not exactly, no.
So that was a really great job. And then I started on the administrative track. And I first was a director in Ashland for a few years, and then moved to Orrville. And then from there was director at Tuscarawas County Public Library in New Philadelphia. And the last roughly 10 years of my career was spent at Cleveland Public Library.
Oh, wow.
And when I retired, the last few years I served as the Chief Operations Officer and Deputy Director for Cleveland Public Library System.
Wow.
So, big job, not nearly as fun as a children's book.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
And quite different going from a library system, like Orrville, or a system like Medina, to Cleveland, which is huge.
At the time I started, we had, I want to say 8,400 employees, and I think 27-ish branches, and then of course the main library complex downtown. So big system, which came with lots of big benefits in terms of resources and programming, the things we could do, but it also came with some big issues. So.
We have a guest peering in. Daphne has arrived, and she just wanted to say hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. Good today.
Good, my pleasure to be here.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And I also brought you a shirt if you'd like one.
Well,
It's our 100th anniversary t-shirt.
I know, so cool.
So,
I'm totally leaving this in.
Yeah, we are.
Thank you.
We don't need to leave in her shirt size.
Medium.
Do you have any extra petite sizes, please?
Perfect. Thank you. What
Awesome.
a nice gesture for you to do this.
well, we're glad it was nice of you to come down here. So.
Well, curiosity. come and see what you've done with the library, and looks great.
Yeah, she's met our seal of approval.
There are going to be a few more things coming along.
We kind of have a low bar, though, I think, right? I mean, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You hired me, so I figured you had a low bar.
You turned out to be fantastic.
So, yeah, we're just chatting.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming in. It's good to see you.
Sure, and if you want to, September 27th, we're going to have another event. So we did the one in April,
Right.
kind of the more formal kickoff, and the kids are all in school. So this one's going to be more, it's for adults too, but for kids and
Nice.
Because it's on a
it
Saturday.
is on Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looking for maybe inflatables and
She's always got big ideas, this
All
lady.
that stuff.
Mhm.
Good.
So
It's great.
had a good year. So.
Great.
Anyway.
Glad to hear it.
Good to see you.
All right.
Thanks,
Take care.
Daphne.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Fantastic. That's awesome. I
Yeah.
love that she just like popped in.
Yeah, she-
That's so her. At another point, got to talk to Pearl Gosser, who is our administrative assistant, about the different directors and their different ways of organizing and handling things. And it's been interesting for us to hear, to
She
talk
was
to
under 6 directors, right?
Yeah,
So
I
she
think
said,
something like that. So.
Well, I know she was here with Lynn Stainbrook was the person before me.
Uh-huh.
Leslie was the person after. And then there was another woman, I don't remember her name. So she told you all my secrets then.
No, I tried, and she wouldn't share anything.
No, Pearl's very diplomatic.
She is. She's Pearl's the treasure.
Yeah.
We absolutely agree with that.
I'm like pre-lamenting when she retires.
Yeah.
I'm already sad about it.
You know, it comes to all of us. Yeah. Ready or not.
So what put you into the library world to begin with? Like, did you just grow up with a love of reading, or what made you want to
Well,
pursue it?
I've always loved to read, and I read a lot of everything. But when I was a little person, I lived in Galion, and there was a woman there who was the director of the library, and she was she seemed really old to me. She was probably all of, 40 maybe. But she took an interest in me and what I was reading. And at that time, there was the children's department, and then there was a checkout desk, and all the adult materials were behind. And you had to be a certain age before you could go through the little gate to go into the adult section. But I got to go through the gate before then, because I'd read everything in the children's department. Mm-hmm. So she was a little bit of a mentor, but I never planned to go into library science. I actually went on to school and ended up working in the field of industrial training and development as a training manager, administrator, and then a consultant. And when we moved back to Ohio from New Jersey, I looked for training jobs, couldn't really find anything, did some freelance consulting stuff, and there was an ad, I think, in the paper for a children's librarian. And I had gotten my library degree, but I'd never done anything with it. So I applied, and, I don't know if they had, maybe only one person applied. I don't know what the story was. But got a phone call saying that, I'd been offered the job, and just was really excited. It was something totally different, but a lot of fun. The kids were just great, as I'm sure the kids here are too.
Mm-hmm.
So since you've retired, do you volunteer? Do you go read to children? I mean, obviously, you're very passionate about that part of your job.
I do not do that. I volunteer with Summit County Humane Society.
Okay.
And I also volunteer with an organization called Christmas at Sea, which is part of the Seamen's Church Institute. And I knit. I knit hat and scarf sets for them, and they distribute them to merchant mariners around the world at holiday time. So I do that. I haven't found the right children's volunteer spot yet.
Mm-hmm.
I keep looking, but I haven't found exactly what is right. So
You'll know when you see it.
yeah,
Hear
I
it.
think something it'd be great to do something that paired children and animals, maybe equine therapy for kids or something like that. I don't know.
I was specifically told to ask you if you had any interesting hobbies. Somebody said something about collies.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah, my husband and I have been doing collie rescue for 35 years.
Mm-hmm.
And our group is called Northeast Ohio Collie Rescue. And in the 35 years we've been doing that, we've probably fostered or adopted through our home somewhere between 100 and 150 dogs, I would say.
Wow.
We have 5 at the moment, but a new little guy's coming tonight, so that'll get us back up to 6. And the collies that we had when we lived here sometimes participated in library programming. So they were part of the Easter egg hunt, and they were part of, I think we did something about a Christmas program. And I did have for a while a Newfoundland, and I would take her out to elementary school classes and read to the kids. And she looked like a big old Kodiak bear.
Mm-hmm.
The kids would she'd lie down and they would, lay on top of her and kiss her head and smell her toes. Whatever kids would do.
Sure.
It was
That's
great.
great.
So, yeah, that's an avocation rather than a hobby.
Sure.
I would say.
Okay, yeah. That's great.
And every year we do a thematic Christmas card. This year will be year number 31. So we've done everything from hairy holidays from dog wards.
Great. So did you have any particular memories from Orrville? Any fun stories or interesting times?
What I like to tell people about Orrville is, of all the places I've lived, it is the most can-do community that I've ever had the fortune to be affiliated with. If there's a need in the community, doesn't matter what it is, people come together, form a committee, form a group, and it gets done. Heartland, of course, is huge, and I'm assuming Heartland is still a huge part of Orrville. But, all the organizations, the Rotary, the Exchange, all of the folks, when Orrville really wanted a paper, and I hope I'm not speaking out of turn. Is Orrville still being published?
It is, yeah.
When Orrville wasn't getting enough coverage in the Worcester paper, people said, we'll start our own paper. And sure enough, they did. So, and I'm really happy to hear that it's still going on. It's great. So, yeah, just very civic-minded, team spirit, great group of people. Boys and Girls Club is awesome. So, yeah. Stories? Well, there's one, but I won't tell it because it won't go well on the air. Has to do with the bathroom, so we'll just move right along. The building project, of course, was a big deal for everybody that was involved with it. And moving to, first of all, finding a place to move the library, and then moving to Reedall, which was, thank goodness that space was available. And then moving back, and opening day with a fire truck, and the former fire chief, who I believe has passed away, put the then board president, Bob Hershey, and I in the bucket truck to go up and cut the ribbon on top of the little white tower on top.
Oh.
That's cool.
It was very fun.
That sounds terrifying also. I would hate it.
It was good. Yeah, very smooth ride. Bob knew what he was doing.
Okay. That's awesome. Yeah.
What am I reading now?
Of course.
Or your favorite genre that you kind of gravitate
Yeah.
towards.
I read a lot of nonfiction, and about 5 years ago I had cataract surgery, and I had implants, and then complications after surgery, so I wasn't really able to read for 2 or 3 years, which was horrible. But now I can read some, and I do a lot of Libby, books on the phone, and also books from the Ohio Library for the Blind and Physically Disadvantaged. So right now I'm listening to The Power Broker, which is about Robert Moses, and The Fall of New York by Robert Caro. And I'm reading the new book by Frederick Bachman, who wrote
A Man Called Ove.
A Man Called Ove. Yes, it's called My Friends.
Yeah, I read that last month.
I'm about a third of the way through it. And I'm also reading a nonfiction book called 2020, One City, 7 People in the Year That Changed Everything by Eric Kleinenberg. It's about COVID and New York City. So, sobering thing. I read a lot of young adult stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of children's picture books. I was really blessed during my career to serve on the Newberry Committee and the Caldecott Committee,
Wow.
the Prince Committee and the Margaret Edwards Committee, and a number of different things. So, once you get hooked on young adult literature and children's picture books, you're a lifer. You're in it for the long haul.
Yeah.
So I'm always get the New York Times book review and always sending, have many items on reserve at the Peninsula Library and Historical Society, which is my library of choice right now, where we live. And I serve on the board there. So.
Oh, fantastic. That's great. Which one of our local authors was from Peninsula? Do you remember? Was it Kate somebody?
I should know that, and I don't.
So we have a local author festival that we've had for about 4 years. We try to get authors from Northeast Ohio. And I know there was one because she told us about the candy shoots at Halloween.
Huh.
I want to say it was Kate somebody, but now I can't remember.
I don't know.
So you are sort of mimicking the Buckeye Book Festival.
In a way. We do it in the opposite time of the year in the springtime. And there's actually quite a few people who are from Orrville here or Wayne County. But then we get folks who are further north or further south a little bit.
That's
yeah,
great.
it's been very cool.
Average around 20 or 25.
25. It's
about 25.
every year it grows, and we have more and more people who want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And then I have to figure out where we're going to find another table and another chair.
You have it here at the library?
We do, yeah.
That is so cool.
It's been very fun, and we've made a habit of interviewing the authors. One year we interviewed every author that we had.
That was the very first year we did it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, so since then, since we've had a lot coming back, we've picked some of the newer people that we haven't talked to before. So that's been very cool.
Well, I know John Morrison
Sure.
did a number of things, but that's about, and those are older unless he's done something more recent.
I don't know. I think
We interviewed him and his wife.
We did, but that was for the artist
Yeah,
festival that we had. Yeah.
Is there still a little gallery downstairs?
We do. It's used less often now.
Oh, that's
Yeah. It's like post-COVID for some reason. It just hasn't really
It
picked
might
up.
continue to come back.
Yeah.
One of the other things that I just want to give a shout out to the community for is the Drew Carey grant that led to the publication of 2 books, Capturing Community and Capturing Character. Are you familiar with these?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a great opportunity to involve students for the writing.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second year, we used part of the money to purchase cameras for the Boys and Girls Club. And so kids took pictures, community pictures, and then we paired them with writing pieces from other kids in other classes.
Mm-hmm.
And then that year, the students who participated were invited to go to the Buckeye Book Fair to sign books if they wanted to do
that's
that.
so cool.
It was a lot of fun. And we had some of the pictures were on display down on it was nice. It was really nice.
I think that we have those books in our local history section.
You probably
Yeah.
do.
I've seen those and didn't even think anything about it, but that's great.
Yeah.
I had no idea they were like so deeply based.
Yeah. I wanted something that involved students in the community. And that just seemed like was a success the first year, and so the second year with the cameras was a nice little add-on.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
So just one last question. What do you miss the most not being in the library world anymore? Although you did say you were on the board. So
Right. Wow. Well, again, I was really fortunate, particularly as I went, further into my career, to be able to do a lot of travel. So I always went to the ALA conferences, midwinter and annual. And then for 4 or 5 years, I was on a standing committee for the International Federation of Library Associations. And every year they hold their conference in a different country.
Wow.
So one year I went to Norway, one year it was France, one year I went to Singapore. And the last year that I was on the committee, the conference was held in Cape Town. And when I went to these, I could piggyback, so I spent a week. I did a mountain gorilla trek in Rwanda when I went to Cape Town, and then I went to Cambodia when I was in Singapore. So that was on a personal level, that was really fun. But what do I miss most? The two things, I think. One is interacting with patrons, and the other is really working with community leaders and organizations to fully integrate the library into the community in as many ways as possible. Yeah, I miss that. And hopefully that's still happening.
It is. It's so important. I like making connections and making sure that the teachers know that we have the resources here and that the students, because every year I go to the middle school and we give library cards to all of the 7th graders. And I inevitably have at least one student who says, I didn't know Orrville had a library.
Oh, gosh.
And so it's important that we're like constantly making those connections and being in the other spaces and not just in the building.
And I think when you talk about the schools, the other thing is many school districts, I don't know if that's true of Orrville, but many school districts have eliminated professional school librarian positions. Or really downgraded their in-school libraries. They don't have sufficient funding to really keep them up. So it makes the public library even more critical.
Well, Cindy, again, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. This was fun.
Good.
Thanks for thinking of me.
Oh, of course. We appreciate you taking time from your puppies to come and visit us. Anytime, come back, please.
I did bring a friend, maybe 6 or 7 years ago, and we did kind of a sneak walkthrough. I don't think Daphne was here. She was out of the building at the time. And most of the people that I worked with have retired or gone on to other things. So it's a whole new crew here. And that's a good thing.
Yeah. Jana and Pearl, they're still here.
Yeah. We're holding the torch up to Pearl now. So Well, it was lovely to meet both of you.
Yes.
And again, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
All right. Okay, Dawn, what do we have coming up in October?
So many things.
Okay.
Starting with fall story times, which will start on Monday, the 6th. That is for birth through pre-K. And there's a Storytime Plus, which is for kindergarten through 2nd graders, which I think is super cool. You can call and talk to the children's department or come on in for more information. And if you want to register, you can register online or calling or coming in.
Okay.
All the things.
All the options. Cookbook Club is continuing, and that'll be on Monday, October 6th at 6 o'clock. They are doing the Half-Baked Harvest Super Simple by Tegan Gerard.
The title is not super
The title is terrible. These are supposed to be hassle-free recipes and one-pot meals.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I like that.
I hate when I work on Cookbook Club night and I just smell all the smells and I'm sitting up here and it's just not fair.
Book Club will be meeting again on Thursday, the 9th at 10 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. For October. They are reading The Measure by Nikki Ehrlich.
Teen Book Box Pickup is October 13th through the 18th, so they will have already registered for those and they'll be available. Also, the best news for October is we're closed Wednesday, October 15th for Staff Day. We get to do all kinds of fun things. Sorry, y'all, but we are going to be closed that day, October 15th.
The Youth Book Club will be meeting on the 16th, so the day after we're closed. That is a book club for 4th to 6th graders, and they're meeting at 4 p.m. that day. The book that they are going to be discussing is James Ponty's City Spies.
Ooh,
they do some fun little activities related to spy books. Maybe we'll see some like elementary kids being sneaky spies in the library.
Oh, fun. Can we do it too?
Yes,
Be a sneaky
absolutely.
spy.
Let's go.
That's a great segue to our next activity, which will be Mystery Mondays. That will start on October 20th at 6 o'clock. This is for all of you mystery lovers and amateur couch sleuths, detectives. It's a monthly discussion of books, movies, and more. And registration for that has begun. That started October 6th.
And there will be another preschool play lab on Wednesday, October 22nd at 1:30. This is a bunch of hands-on learning activities for 2 to 5-year-olds. So this is something they kind of started, I think, back in August, a couple times a month. It's just fun, different little activities for littles.
Yeah. So, and there's no registration.
There's no registration. You can drop in anytime. I think it's like 1:30 to 3:30 or 4:30. So.
Finally, to round out October, the library again will be participating in Trick or Treat. We are going to be doing our Trick or Treat here at the library on Wednesday, October 29th. We open at 10 in the morning. We close at 6. There will be probably 7 to 8 different stations. You can go around and grab some treats. There'll be all kinds of different things and no costume required.
Nope, no costume required, but some of us like to dress up.
Not required, but encouraged. All right. Thank you, and we'll see you at the library.